I'm Casey Quaretti, and this is Chat and Dish. Today I'm going to show you how to make a butternut squash, ham and cheese, mac and cheese stuffed pepper. Woo! Oh, I know it looks like I have a ton of ingredients here, but it's really going to go together very quickly and easily. We're going to need about 3 cups of cooked pasta. I've got the little macaronis here, 3/4 of a cup of whole milk, 4 ounces each of Swiss and sharp cheddar, 2 tablespoons of flour, 1.5 tablespoons of butter, 1 egg yolk, about a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. I like the sweet, but use whichever one you want. About 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup of cubed ham, 2 really nice orange or yellow peppers, and then we're going to either need acorn or butternut squash, or you can even use a combination of the two. Throw in a little salt and pepper and we're ready to start cooking. We're going to need about 1 cup of our squash, and what I did was I just took it, cut it in half, cleaned it, put it the cut side down on a cookie sheet and roasted it in a 425-degree oven for about 20 minutes. That's all it took. Now all we have to do is take it with a spoon, get it out of your little squash shells, and give it a good mash. I'm just cutting our peppers in half lengthwise, and then I'm going to pull out all the seeds and get rid of those. If necessary, go ahead and use a knife and cut along the very bottom of the stem. That'll help you get out all the seeds. And you also want to make sure that you get out all of those white edges, those little pithy things. They don't taste very good, and they also don't look very pretty. So just run your knife down and they'll come right off. Just don't cut through the pepper. Just set these on a foil-lined baking sheet and then go ahead and set them aside. Let's get our paprika, butter, egg, cheese, and milk over to the stovetop and make a white sauce. Melt your butter in a medium-sized saucepan. Add your flour. You want to whisk this around for about 1 minute and then add your milk. Whisk until thickened. That's going to take, about 3 minutes, maybe 4. Turn the heat off and add your cheese. You're going to whisk that in, and then once that's melted in, take it off the heat. Whisk in your egg yolk and your paprika and your squash. Mix your ham into your cooked macaroni. Then you're going to mix your cheese right into your macaroni and ham so that all of the macaroni is well covered with the cheese mixture. I'm just mixing these together really well. You don't want to have any, shall we say, naked macaronis. I always like to taste it now before I add salt and pepper because cheese can be really salty and sometimes it really doesn't even need any salt. Needs just a little bit. Now's also the time to add your pepper. I love fresh ground black pepper, so I'm kind of generous with it. I know it looks like I have way too much mac and cheese here. We're not going to be able to use all of this when we stuff our peppers. That's very true. I'm only having 2 at the dinner table tonight, so I'm just making 2 peppers. The rest of the mac and cheese I'm going to put into a container in the freezer. That way, the next time my daughter comes home from university, I can send her home with a whole frozen dish of mac and cheese ready to pop into the oven. 20 minutes in a 425-degree oven and we'll be ready for dinner. Okay guys, I'm cutting myself a nice big bite of this pepper stuffed with mac and cheese. Oh, this is absolutely fabulous. The peppers are still slightly crunchy, but their flavor in combination with the squash and all the cheeses that we use, ooh, it's heaven. As always, thank you for visiting and sharing this time where we're making mac and cheese stuffed peppers. Listen, you do have to try them. They're absolutely phenomenal. And until next time, I'm gonna miss you. Cheers.